Well, that sounds like Kled, to be perfectly honest. Let's have a look at how the bans are going to evolve here as we jump into game number 1 of our 1v1 best of 3 for all the marbles for charity. As Gragas to be taken away, the champion that Deft lost on and then won on.
Yeah.
And that KaiSser is very, very good at.
Gragas does seem to be pretty good in this 1v1 tournament kind of a situation.
Is it going to be Darius, Riven, Aatrox? Is he just going to ban 3 of them? That would be hilarious.
I wouldn't mind it. Go ahead, do that, and pick Rumble or something. We'll see if YuxiaoC just bans the Rumble. I think that's probably a good idea.
Yes,
maybe you want to go ahead and ban Lee Sin as well. I think those are a couple of safe bans if you're playing against Karsa.
It depends. Like, do you want to ban the safe bans, or do you want to ban the OP champions in 1v1s? You know?
That is the question. Pantheon does get taken away. So, yeah, we're just not really going to see Pantheon too much today.
We saw it, the 1v1 mirror match, and it was kind of boring. That was in one of the highlights. Oh, there's the Rengar. That was the other thing that Karsa was dominating.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
This was a real scary one. You enjoyed that one a lot. I think it's
just really strong. The Rengar on the Howling Abyss, and it's gonna be Graves. Okay.
Oh god, I feel like Graves can get totally trolled though. There's always a minion wave. Graves' worst enemy.
He could also clear it really fast though.
That's true.
He's
but
a great skirmisher, you know, with his I think it's his passive.
Oh, right? Now he's gonna get put in a baby cage.
Builds up the grit, and really,
I mean, it's been a while since we've seen some Yorick. But I feel like whenever there's like a preseason or something like that, then a lot of these champions can come out and abuse some of these new items, new ways of building.
I mean, we see the Singed ban, right? I think that kind of tells you about
and with all of the Omni-ban, like, it means that champions like Yorick become really, really good.
It's true. Also, level 6
would be really, really ridiculous.
Level 6, it becomes 2v1. That's not really fair.
That's true. He has to just bring his girlfriend with him.
Yeah. Who decided on that being fair?
Well, I'm sure Karsa, as Graves, is going to be like, well, it's all right, bring it on, you know, and all that sort of stuff. He has a lot of confidence in both Karsa and Graves thematically. Does make some sense. Let's see whether the Graves is going to be completely trolled by the minion wave, or whether he's going to be able to find some success.
This is going to be interesting. We have our picks, and we're just about ready to jump into Game 1 of the Red Bull 1v1 tournament.
Indeed, I'm just worried about the Graves. Very worried.
I mean, it's strong nowadays, but I'm not sure if it's strong in, you know, like some of the reasons it's strong is some of the item changes, the way the jungle works right now in Summoner's Rift. But what about here in the what's it called?
The Howling Abyss.
Snowdown Showdown? I saw it yesterday. Something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, YuxiaoC is also playing Yorick, so he can make his ghouls as well, which can also, I believe, block auto attacks from the Graves. So that's not great if you're a Graves fan.
This is, I guess this is Karsa's idea. Let's clear the minion wave.
He does certainly want to do that. YuxiaoC should be able to tidy up the wave underneath the turret. We'll see whether Karsa can get any work done to said turret. Of course, that being a win condition. 2 kills, guys. A kill in sudden death, or take the turret. Not take the turret shot. That's bad news, Bears.
His AoE auto did hit YuxiaoC twice. He took aggro twice by accident. But he does have some lifesteal.
Yep.
Got the Vampiric Scepter.
We got a Bramble Vest collected by the Arc.
Oh god!
Oh my!
Come on!
See, like it's getting turret damage is going to be a roughie. That's absolutely true. As now he's getting put in the baby cage. Good night, sweet prince. The ignite is down, and yeah, the Graves once the good old Bramble Vest Yorick gets on top of you.
Yeah.
Not a lot that you can do about that one. Still has the barrier available.
All right, go next.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the next one.
I mean, there is a big why about the old Graves. Because yeah, we're talking about like being able to fight in a minion wave. Being able to hit a turret is also something that's really good in these 1v1s.
Yeah.
He's just not quite able to do so. Boots pickup to go alongside is Doran's Blade and that Vampiric Scepter that you mentioned earlier.
I'm watching the CS. Oh, he got every single one.
Nailed it.
He's got that going for him. But yeah, this is you mentioned the Bramble Vest. That's going to be key. Now he's picking up Tiamat. He's just gonna be crushing this Graves.
And in goes the ghouls.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. There's not really much analysis
seriously.
that goes into that. He took 3 turret shots prior.
This is not the same replay, by the way, guys. This is the Maiden chasing down Karsa as well. Baby Cage comes out, quick draw, just in time. As maybe move the Maiden, because she's just, yeah. But now he can sort of hide behind it. Because remember, you know, Karsa's going to struggle to get those autos around it. Collateral damage coming out. Just to try and take down the Maiden. Gets the extra 50. And the 2 from the ghouls.
Great.
Yeah. No refillables left for either player.
Yeah. It feels like YuxiaoC can just wait. He doesn't have to force this.
Ooh, doesn't quite find the E though. And the cage goes down, and now YuxiaoC on the wrong side of it. Minions also playing a part. Smoke screen.
Oh, he can still win
Not
this.
going to go into the wall, but the end of the line, not going to land either. No mana for the Graves.
Yeah, he was able to hold on to that, actually dive into the brush just on time before Karsa could just continue autoing him down. So actually pretty well played after taking a questionable trade.
Ooh, there are a lot of ghouls on the ground. Needs to land that E, and he does so. Karsa in a bit of trouble. But no, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, and he'll be able to just push this wave in. Looks like Karsa's not going to back just yet. Doesn't want to take too much damage and lose any of this gold.
Yeah. Couple of Graves set up here. Oh no. That was not intentional, I apologize. For YuxiaoC. 3 sitting there. Possible burst opportunities, but he needs to land the same combo that was successful earlier, which is that ability, as well as this cage. Ghouls come in. Whole bunch of them right here, as you can see. Karsa with some AoE auto damage. Able to collect up a bit of the gold delivered from them. 52 CS to the 41. YuxiaoC, who's looking to try and grab another cheeky back.
Yeah, although he will be able to set up some more of these Graves. He's just going to let the wave push into him, handle it under the turret for now.
Yeah.
And he can kind of regroup from here.
Yep, see whether Karsa can take a few extra turret shots.
Again!
He does.
And now maybe that's Karsa backing.
Yeah. I have a feeling that taking the turret is not going to be the win condition for Karsa this game.
No.
However, he is winning.
Just don't even attack it anymore. All right, this is going to be a bit of a better back for the Yorick, as if he needed any help. Looks like shield bow picked up here for Karsa. And that's going to make it even more interesting because he will build up those armor and magic resist. The shield will help him out.
Yep.
And I do like the item here.
Sort of works with the burliness of a good old Graves. Yorick will make it towards this turret by the time the minion wave arrives, so not going to miss out on any experience. Titanic Hydra completed.
It's like the 5th turret shot he's taken.
Yeah. He's pretty good at it. As,
number 6.
Take a 6th. Yep.
Yeah, might as well.
No problem. Oh, we're getting towards sudden death.
Yeah, looks like he wants to get that back in.
YuxiaoC just hasn't been able to continue the aggression since his, okay, never mind, I spoke too soon. There's the quick draw, perfect timing, but collateral damage is going to be the last bit of maneuverability that Karsa needed.
Now he doesn't have it for sudden death. YuxiaoC is up towards full health, whereas Karsa is about 60%.
Yeah, both summoner spells available, but the Maiden of the Mists is here for YuxiaoC. Should he require her?
I think he should have pushed forward and denied the back. I think letting Karsa get full health here is just going to give him a better chance compared to just going back and buying the plated armor caps. for YuxiaoC. I don't know. I think denying the back would have been better value, but either way, this is the safe choice, I suppose.
Having extra movement speed definitely going to be good for the melee character. However, Karsa does have it already built up. Elixir there as well. You may as well pop it, Karsa, because you don't have that much more time. As the Maiden comes out.
I think we can pop it mid-fight, and it gives you like a little bit of extra health.
Oh, potentially, yeah. Well, Karsa is going to do it now as he gets taken down to about half health.
Oh, boy.
Ghouls, the Maiden, all sorts of stuff. The entire menagerie.
Lifesteal?
Yeah. Karsa still just trying to dance this one around. Quick draw now on cooldown. The Ignite coming on in here as YuxiaoC still has his barrier. Karsa now uses him, gets out of the cage, but he's running the wrong direction. And that's going to be 2-0 and a sudden death victory. 2 win conditions completed at the same time for YuxiaoC.
YuxiaoC is just like the master solo queue player that's just great at every laning situation. He's able to pick up Yorick and show why it's so strong. Again, as you mentioned, the Graves pick, I think we can shelve that one.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that again. I didn't really see too much of the value. I know the idea behind it, but...
He's good at drawing turret aggro.
Sure. He's got mobility, he's got resistances, but... And he's pretty strong right now, but at the same time, like...
Yeah, I mean, if there was no minion wave and no turrets to deal with, I think Graves would be fine.
Yeah, just a circle.
Yeah. The sudden death, assuming there's no minion waves. Perfect. But I think Yorick was genius, actually. I don't know whether YuxiaoC knew that the Graves was coming, but the Yorick worked out relatively well. Liked it a lot. But now, he has to do it another time to win. Karsa, he can get back-to-back victories here to take home the victory for himself.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I think it really does come down to the champion choice as well. I think Karsa, he's on his last legs. This would be a good time to, you know, go in there and pick one of your big champions. Go ahead and pick up a Lee Sin or a Rumble, something like that. No more fooling around with the Graves.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, just shelve the Graves. No thank you on that one. Didn't like it. That's why Graves isn't used in a lane a lot of the time. As we're going to check this out one more time. These were just, to be honest, the execution was very good from YuxiaoC. But a lot of it has to do with being Yorick versus Graves.
Certainly affects it here. And we saw that this, if you can call it a mid-game, I suppose, was, again, pretty one-sided to YuxiaoC. He had a lot of resistances himself, just through the items.
Yep.
And able to trade very effectively. Is the Yorick. So, nicely done. Able to pick up that first win here in the Red Bull 1v1 tournament.
Yep. Can be the tournament champion with one more victory in our next match. You can see how relaxed he is as well. Look at that, just chilling back on his chair. No worries at all. As Karsa just, he can't stop smiling. He's just having a great time. Him and Beryl, man, they're just loving it. Loving it completely.
Yeah, this is what the All-Star event is about, just hanging out.
Yeah.
Playing some great games.
Giggling once again, banning Darius.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to go ahead and ban Graves this time. I think we can leave that up. I don't think they ever did ban Graves, but you can just leave it up again.
Indeed. All right, YuxiaoC, what is it going to be? What will you be removing? The Olaf to be taken off the board. Pantheon, understandable. None of our real, you know, mainstays, sorry, in like Heimerdinger and Callista and Lucian and things like that. Very melee focused. As the Renekton in the final ban here from Karsa.
Maybe Karsa will whip out the Callista. That would be fun to watch.
Carlista, I like it. I think the Rumble's probably supposed to come in here. That's what I'm hoping. Karsa getting serious. We'll see. He could have played Rumble last game. Decided not to.
Okay. That's kind of how I feel about that ban. And
is that Insta-lock Kane?
Yes. In fact, it is.
All right. No worries. Let's see whether he can actually activate one of his forms.
Let's go ahead and pick Yorick again.
Oh dear. Not sure how we'll whether we'll get any evolutions or anything like that this game. Don't know how it works, to be honest, on Howling Abyss, but we'll be able to learn. Valdanalis, do you have any information for us?
No, I do not. I feel like Karsa is like just trying to put on a show for his fans. He's like, let me play a different champion every single time. And he's done that, you know? He's given everybody a taste of all the different things he can play.
Well, Volibear going to come out once again. He didn't work out so well in our last 1v1 final. The Mordekaiser absolutely tore him apart, but this is Kayn this time, so perhaps this is going to be the Bears' time to shine.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a pretty easy matchup for the Volibear. We'll have to wait and see about the transformations.
Yeah, I don't know whether he'll have access.
Kill.
I think Kayn is really strong on this patch, assuming you can get Rast. The Rast form Kayn is kind of bonkers.
Uh-huh.
Especially with Gordrinker existing, right? Like, Rast just has so much extra lifesteal. So, you know, could be a thing. But, look, I'm only speculating right now. As we'll see whether the Kayn will actually ever get any sort of an evolution. Maybe that's not what Karsa wants. Maybe he wants to travel through this match with just base Kayn.
Yeah. Well, Rast is like A- or an A, and Kayn is like a D-.
Hey, but he landed his first Q.
Great.
There we go.
Good work.
The dream.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah. Dashing on through, trying to get aggressive. YuxiaoC, just massive value. As the Karsa may just be dead. Barrier comes out, Ignite comes in. And, yep, Karsa loses that trade pretty extensively. So the Valdanalist certainly doing some work here. See Karsa starting to charge up that form.
I think
see whether he can do it in time.
If you're the Kayn and you're trying to actually win this 1v1, after, you know, unfortunately being in this situation, I think you got to try to poke down the Volibear a little bit, but you can see that with the refillable, he's already up to near his total health, whereas Karsa has used both, and he has little rejuve bead, and he's still only at half health after that unfortunate trade.
Indeed. Pahage put together here by Karsa. But at least he's able to approach this minion wave as, you know, 6 to 11. Not doing too badly when it comes to picking up these extra resources to purchase some items. Heads into the wall nicely.
Hey, that's, you know, he also missed the cannon. This is something that Kayn is really good at, running away into the wall on this map. That's something we learned. He's got a couple of walls.
Like, off the bridge? I haven't seen Kayn on Howling Abyss before.
I think it would just force you back in, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just floats. Walks on
sit out there.
Yeah.
Like, actually, I'm just going to wait for sudden death, and then we'll see.
You can't stay out there, of course, but not sure how the interaction works as Karsa is going to look to stop the back. Will he be able to survive, though, as he misses the Q, dashes on through the Volibear, and, yeah, Karsa realizes that maybe he should have just let him go home.
Yeah.
Circumstance.
The Volibear now.
There's the ulti.
Oh.
As YuxiaoC just wanders on out, takes one of the autos after, you know, disabling the turret for a moment or two.
Yeah. I was going to say Volibear doesn't have much execution power until you get level 6, and you can essentially execute by diving the turret.
Yep.
Kayn has nowhere to go, but he didn't use it very well, so.
Well, there's the turret shot. Karsa, happy about that one. Bit of his own medicine there being given over. As Karsa looks for a back as these lanes will neutralize. And the Volibear, what is he going to do to augment this Bramble Vest? Waiting, actually.
Yeah, he's waiting.
For a little bit of extra gold.
Maybe he's got, oh, okay.
We need to regroup.
Okay, just a bit of a bow. No, decides to sell that. Never mind.
Okay.
That's a lot of AP.
Interesting.
Maybe the AP volley is coming on in here.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do we got for Mr. Kayn? Kindle Gem.
Kindle Gem. And a cloth armor.
It's got a nice shirt.
Them steel-capped boots going to be built out of that shirt,
Yep.
I believe, somehow.
Good for his funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Put on the shirt.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a little bit sad here for the Kane.
Yeah, well, he hasn't died yet. He's just really behind.
Yeah, there is that.
Now YuxiaoC, he's got heaps of extra AP.
Uh-oh.
So look at this Storm Strike is actually just going to do that Umbral Procession situation. It's that ability I always forget the name of. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. It's Umbral something. Umbral Trespass, that's it.
You got there.
Yeah, got there in the end. Did I say procession first?
Yes.
It's the Yorick on the brain that's the problem here, as YuxiaoC, once again, going to connect with a bit of damage. Karsa, we're still trying to figure out why the Kane exists. As the Ignite comes in, he's just going to run out of bounds. Can't die if you're there, as it turns out. As YuxiaoC doesn't quite have his ulti available, so won't be able to turn off the turret. However, I think he'd just be able to kill him and then walk out of range if he'd like to. Doesn't, though.
Yeah, he'll be able to just push this and probably get even more damage to the turret if he feels like it.
Yep, and there's the booties, but this volley bear does a lot of magic damage.
Oh boy.
Is the tower just going to die?
He'll get it low.
Karsa is the happiest person really losing a game by a lot I've seen in a long time.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. YuxiaoC. Oh, he actually goes into the Storm Strike as well. Oh no. Karsa now down to 100. There's no Ignite, but he is able to run out of bounds. Not sure what that was about, but First Blood does come in.
Oh,
Not the end
the
just yet. Yeah, he probably could.
I think he could have just whacked the turret, but he's like, nah, you know, let's give some more.
How many win conditions does he have right now? The turret's almost about to fall down. Sudden Death's coming in, and he has his first kill now under his belt.
He's got a Gnasher's tooth.
Oh god.
Yeah. I can't wait for the next fight. It's going to be so one-sided. Yeah, pretty easy there.
Was that 2 turret shots as well?
Yeah, Volibear's not counting.
Yeah,
he doesn't care.
Not too worried. We were counting the Graves ones, not so much anymore.
Get him. Yeah, just get him.
Karsa down to half health. Will YuxiaoC lose health? He's lost about 100 or 2. Umbral Trespass comes in. It's only going to buy a small amount of time, though, as there's the ace. And YuxiaoC, the 2-0 over Karsa. Now, we expected a 2-0. We did. However, we didn't quite expect it to be this way around.
We didn't expect Graves, and we definitely didn't expect Kane. But
no.
Karsa putting on a little bit of a show. I'm not sure how enjoyable the show was in terms of actually winning performance, but congratulations to YuxiaoC. A great player in his own right. I believe he hit Challenger last year.
Yeah.
Certainly good at the game. He knows what he's doing.
He was considered, I believe, rank 1 Darius as far as like Darius score in both Korea and China. So he's a great player. But with how Karsa was playing yesterday, it just looked like he was going to outperform. But he decided to pick Graves and pick Kane